Good morning, children. Very good morning. Today we will discuss about the topic land, soil, water, natural vegetation, and wildlife resources. That is chapter number 2, children. Resource and development topic. This is the second topic. Land, water, soil, natural resources, and wildlife, natural vegetation, and wildlife resources. This is revision for your upcoming examinations. I already have given the syllabus for your half-yearly examination, class 8. All the cadets, please fill up your socks. Class 8 students, I have given already the syllabus for upcoming examinations. The total there are 6 topics. All the 6 topics we have completed. So for examination I am going to give you for 32 marks for all the topics. That is starting from resources, and last topic is human resources. Right? So last class we have discussed about resources. Now this class we will discuss about land, soil, water, natural vegetation, and wildlife resources. Right? As well, children, these, when you talk about the land, soil, water, these are all the free gifts. These are all the free gifts. These all features created by nature. All the features created by nature. Clear? Created by the nature. And for our own survival, we have been utilizing all the resources, starting from land, water, and soil. These are very, very essential factors for being agriculture. For example, take agriculture. We take agriculture. Agriculture. As you know, agriculture is the backbone of the country. Agriculture is the backbone of the country, as you know. To perform these kind of activities, what we require is land. We take as number one is the land is must. Then say soil, and third one is we take water. Yes. Without these factors, one cannot perform. One cannot perform this activity. So for these factors are very essential: land, soil, and water. When you talk about this land, yes, as you know, the total surface of India is 3.28 million square kilometers. 3.28 million square kilometers. That is the total area. Right? As you know, India today, 60%, 80% of the people depend upon agriculture. Of course, as you know, India is a peninsular country. It is a subcontinent. Because 3 sides water, and whereas 1/4 is covered by land. And this land is not plain. Some portion is plain land, some portion is undulating land, some portion is up to the deserts, some portion is up to the plateaus, etc. Yes. But mainly this land we are using for agriculture. Yes. You can write down uses of land. Yes. Uses of land. Children, most important question for examination of you. Write 4 uses of land. Write any 4 merits of land. Merits. merits of land or use of land, advantages of land. Right? Any 4 advantages of land. Anybody can tell me, children, please? Yes, last one. So there are many uses for the land, yes. Number 1, mainly, this is basic agriculture, basically agriculture country. The number 1 is, now main use of land is agriculture, yes. You write down agriculture. The land we have been utilizing for agriculture, yes. Whatever crops you have been doing, cultivating, whatever methods you have been using, okay, primitive subsistence farming, commercial farming, and subsistence farming. So all these methods without land you cannot yes. So land is must. So we have been using the land by cultivation of various crops. Agriculture. Number 2, second use is industries. Second use is industries. You have been using this land by constructing the various factories, by constructing the various companies, by constructing the various factories. You have been producing various goods and supplying to the public. So industries here takes a major role for manufacturing. So we have been extracting the various minerals, various products from the crust, raw materials. Then we have been transforming to the companies. They are molding in different shape and sizes. Ultimately produces what we require. So this is the entire work done by industries. So industries also another important. So the land can be used for not only agriculture, by constructing your industries. This industries. Land you have been using for constructing the industries, constructing the buildings. Yes. Not only industries. Next one is right now buildings. Buildings. Because we are all being settled by constructing the buildings. For our own survival, houses. House is must, as you know. Settlement. Settlement nothing but a house which is needed, badly needed for a person. Badly needed. Badly needed. Why? Because for every person to stay, shelter is required. Based on the economy, based on the capital, based on the money, a rich man constructed bungalow and building. A poor fellow constructed thatched house. Right? So therefore, these settlements we can classify into permanent settlements and temporary settlements. Children, so therefore, these houses, these settlements we can classify into 2 types. One is permanent and temporary. Temporary means kacha houses. Only temporarily with the help of material, light materials we use. Whenever cyclones, whenever disasters, whenever heavy rains, if it comes, entirely will be collapsed. Whereas permanent houses, they will use various raw materials, strong raw materials like cement, bricks, iron. So it will be very strong. So it will not be disturbed due to various natural disasters. So settlement, that is buildings. So you have been using this land by constructing the buildings to stay our own self. So the land we have been using for cultivating of agriculture, construction of industries, construction of buildings, and 4th use is transportation. You use transportation. Yes. So this land also we have been using for transportation. That is transportation, roadways and railways, as you know. The means of transport. Roadways, railways, waterways and airways. So road and rail are the major road. Because the roadways or transforming goods daily, goods transforming to the places in a short duration, easily, comfortably, with a short duration by the trucks, by lorries, by different type of vehicles, roadways. Because roadways always the plain land is very comfortable. Even railways also most comfortable for long journey. For example, we people we have been traveling long distances comfortably with cheaper rate by these railways. So railway network is not only used for traveling, the passengers are traveling, at the same time they have been transforming the goods also for different corners of the country. Not only people are traveling, and goods also they have been sending to the different areas. It's very cheap and best. So roads also will be, land also will be using for construction of roads and railways. This is the right transportation behind roadways, road and rail. Road and rail. Yes. We can take this. Transportation purpose. Agriculture, industries, buildings, and transportation, etc. Hospitals. You can take it. Fourth one is hospitals. HOS, hospitals, etc. These are the uses, merits of the land. Name 5 uses of land. Children. A general knowledge question. So land we have been using for agriculture, industries, buildings, transportation, and health centers, and all otherwise using hospitals. So we have been using this land into different ways for our own survival. Right? At the same time, what happened? By doing all this land, by doing these all activities, even some portion land of missing after some time. Degradation of land. So we have been, for example, minerals we have been extracting. Extraction. That means one way we have been degrading land. We have been disturbing the land. For the how to control, there are various methods. Afforestation, avoiding cattle rearing, planting of trees more and more, construction of shelter beds. All these methods, when you apply, we can avoid this degradation of land. We can avoid degradation of land. Yes. Clear? That is. So these are the things which you have to learn. Right? Use of land and how to conserve the degradation of land. Write down the factors for conservation of land. Clear? Now coming to the second one is to take the soil. When you take about soil, the most important material which is needed for agriculture is a particles which are lying on the surface. Smooth particles or humus particles which are lying on the surface, you can call it as a soil. So this soil will be normally formed due to the river valleys. Whenever the water flows from as you know children, water always flows from the higher level to lower level. When it flows water, the water carries all the particles as per the speed, collecting the particles, carrying and depositing at the lower slopes. That's why you see when it is deposited, the portion if you take, you will find a lot of humus. That ultimately that humus will help to grow different varieties of plants. That is what is called vegetation. Various plants, various fauna, flora will be grown such regions. right? The soil is very important. And whereas here, soils also can be classified into different types. Soils. Classification of soils. Types of soils. You know? Types of soils. Clear? Here, the soils can be classified into 5 different types. You can write down types of classification of soils. Classification of soils. Number 1, alluvial. ALLUVIAL, alluvial soil. Number 2 is red soil. Number 3 is black soil. Number 4, mountain soil. Mountain soil. And fifth one is laterite. LATERITE, laterite soil. Red soil, black soil, mountain soil, laterite soil. And sixth one is sandy and desert soil. Desert soil, etc. Soils can be classified into the following ways: alluvial, red, black, mountain, laterite, and sandy and desert soils. Here are the variety of soils which is badly requires the cultivation of all variety of crops. Clear, children? Next we will continue further. Thank you.